So we've talked about Michael starting a new job soon.
Yep.
With that, there's going to be some changes with the channel itself. So next week we are technically taking a week off.
Yep.
We won't have an episode up on the channel, but don't worry, folks. We're not going anywhere. There will still be Patreon. There will be things that are starting. You're going to start to see things put up there every other week, maybe every week.
All 12 of you.
Yeah.
And there's just some changes coming. So with that, I would like to say, well, I guess I'll take it to Mike, because Mike had a pretty good idea when it came to Patreon.
Oh, did you like my names?
I do.
Okay.
I had some names on ours already, but I kind of like where you were going with it. So
Okay, so let me pull it up real quick. I wasn't sure if you were actually going to be okay with that, because I was just this just all came to me while I was typing it out. And so what our is $5 where you start getting the bonus content? Where is it at? So
I believe it's $2. You can get the bonus.
Okay.
You can get bonus episodes.
Yeah,
and there's
so-
the 5 and 10, and it's where you get to the 5 and 10 is where there's extra things that are going to really come in.
$2 is $2 a month. It's welcome. You get the bonus content. You get basically most of the bonus content. There'll be higher tiers that we're doing. So at the $5 level, you become part of the odds and ends, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. See, everyone loves it. It's so dumb.
Why have they been calling them the oddities?
No, that's hang on, because it gets better.
Okay.
So, at $5, it's the odd and ends, right? You get extra bonus material. You get a shout out at the show. You get to you're basically you'll get a shout out when you donate the first time, and we'll keep a running list of all the patrons. So it'll be great. So at the $10 level, you become an oddity. You're a rare and special treasure that we really appreciate.
So
I was about to say oddity was my idea.
Yeah, that's why it's at the $10 level, right? At the $10 level, you'll also get a shout at the end of the show. And we'll keep a running list of our most recent patrons and shit like that. If you donate more than $10, you are part of the crew, part of the ship. Right. If you donate $10 or more, you become captain of the week, right? And we will specifically shout out. Now, that's not to say there's a bidding war. Whoever donates the most or is the highest patron level that week becomes captain of the week. And then from there, we just kind of shout out first lieutenant, second lieutenant, and then the crew members trickle in at the $10 and $5 level. That way you feel like you're getting something. Your name will be said on a fucking podcast, which is pretty fucking cool, even if it's our podcast. So,
and
that way you feel like you're getting something else besides just the bonus content.
And we'll make sure to message you before it gets mentioned for pronunciation.
Oh, fuck no, we won't.
For a dick pic.
Absolutely not. I'm going to butcher fucking everything. My name has been butchered so much.
Adami Savage.
It is. Thank you, Shathid. So that was my idea I kind of sent to Jared. We're still going to work out. There'll be a lot of bonus content at the $2 level. There'll be some exclusives as we go higher.
I think we should do a $1 level there.
Can't.
No?
No.
Oh.
I think the lowest is 2 or 3. I have one that's on the lowest, and then it goes
does
5.
the 2 have a name?
The 2 is welcome.
I was going to say all balls.
Whatever, it can be that. It's fine. But as we
Oddballs.
Oh, I thought you said all balls,
No,
and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
I also
about?
heard all balls. But
Thank you, I'm
I
not the
knew what
only
you meant.
one.
So yeah,
I was so confused.
that's going to be kind of our Patreon tier going forward as soon as we get everything set up. So look for that to be coming in the next couple of months. We have bonus content that we'll all be recording separately. I'm going to say most of the Let's Plays and things are going to be at the $5 level and above, just because you can get just our bonus episodes. There's already a backlog that Jared can pepper in there. Anything that we record and has a video will probably have the $5 level, the $10 level. If you're gonna,
we have because I'm ugly.
Yeah, if you're gonna be an oddity, you can maybe we'll throw up some special polls and you get to decide what we're gonna be talking about that week. If you become captain and you are part of the crew, part of the ship, you can tell us what the fuck we're going to talk about, and we will do our fucking work on it. I'm fine with that. I'll take one.
I was literally about to recommend that.
Yeah.
Say,
you gain control of the ship, you steer it, and you tell us how you want us to do it.
Talk about something.
Yep.
Maybe you know an interesting thing that we don't.
Yeah.
Probably not. Because
and if you want to record yourself talking about it, and then have us listen to it, and then talk about it, that's perfectly fine too. Just let Jared know.
Give us $5,000, and we'll do a special online episode with you.
So if you donate long enough, I got no problem bringing in a guest. Absolutely.
Essentially, bonus-wise, I have a bunch of movies set aside that are going to be like our October starting up here soon. So I've started to make a list on like what kind of bonus things could I do with that. But we also have other things that Anthony has done. Where like Anthony has started the whole Impossible Jeopardy.
Yep, I'm still getting the name.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's something that we're
Jeopardy can't do. Jeopardy,
yeah.
So.
But you know,
Trademarked pretty heavily.
So that's something that Anthony's working on, something like that. So we're gonna have versions of that. I've got a couple like quiz things that are similar in ways to like just kind of extra things. So there's gonna be extra things that are going to Patreon. Mike has the playthroughs he talked about, and there's different things I have in just a list.
Yeah,
of
don't
bullshit.
forget, once we get 20 patrons, me and Jared are gonna duel Yu-Gi-Oh style. He's gonna be Seto. I'm gonna Kaiba. I'm gonna be Yugi, and we're gonna do that whole thing. At 50, what we said we would do a Magic the Gathering thing.
I'll buy a deck and I'll just play.
We'll do I got decks.
I'll open it up.
Listen, no.
Play.
I already got decks that you can just. I got 4 decks that are from like 15 or 10 years ago.
I don't want to
never
look at
been
it
opened,
before I play it. So
shuffle and go.
Yep.
That's 50 patrons at any level.
All right.
100 is a sexy calendar.
100 is the sexy calendar.
Yeah.
But that we will
Mike
put
has
on
a high quality camera.
That we will put on a Google Docs so you can just and send you a link so you can just download it and print it off at your
I want to do May so I can do Cinco de Mayo.
whatever.
Get the big fake mustache.
I think it'd be fun as shit. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So there's gonna be reasons to go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
So go check out the fucking Patreon.
Yep.
That's patreon.com/oddcast and find it in the description.
And for network, they might hear M.
You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 226. We got some stuff we're going to be talking about today. You know, a lot of odd and ends, a little bit of
life
updates. Got some new tiers we're going to talk about. It's all going to be a lot of fun. I'm your intro man, Michael Kennedy.
I'm Anthony Denny.
Jared Minikheim.
Sven Magnuson.
Woo!
I feel like you owe me your own little thing because you're the intro man.
I'm the intro man.
I'm the minority.
We're all minorities in our own mind.
That's not true.
No. Jared, you're both white and straight. The only way that you would be minority
well. Hey, listen, we don't want to assume his sexuality. We know he's white and has a thing for married women.
I'm sure that's his specific sexuality.
Like, which is fine, but like, what really defines a woman these days?
Let me tell you, folks, you do it once,
twice.
Shame on you. Do it. Falling into the same thing twice, you're an idiot, and I've learned my lesson.
No, you haven't.
Shut up! Shut your mouth.
No, you haven't. If you had learned your lesson, you'd let us queer eye you in a heartbeat.
I don't want to be queer-eyed.
I don't care what
I
you want to.
You be queer-eyed.
Because
I'm around Jared. He's scared of it.
You can't mold a piece of shit. It's still a shit.
Yeah, but
Savage.
it could be a lot better looking piece of shit.
No. I'd rather just be left alone.
You say that now because you've been slaying dick for a year and a half. So just
wait for a year and a half.
Wait till you get like a 3-year dry spell and tell me you're not looking at other things.
5 years before that.
You were in a different state. It doesn't count. No. There's no good living women in Nebraska
or Pennsylvania.
That is okay. First up, that is a lie.
It's not.
Hey, Muma was very attractive. But he was young.
Everyone's just using corn.
I don't understand.
Did you say, but he was young?
Yeah.
That's funny. Pedophilia
terrible.
is funny.
Muma, if you still listen for some godforsaken reason, I never forgot about you. Every now and again, you pop up on my friends as if she gets a friend on Facebook.
No.
It's like, add 2 mutual friends. And I'm like, no.
No.
Michael Neer added me on Facebook.
Don't.
I didn't add him back.
Yeah, don't. I'll edit that out.
I don't talk to that man.
Probably for the best.
No, he was trying to do Bitcoin stuff. And I was like, no, I'm good. And then later on, he's like, I got scammed pretty hard. I was like, I kind of figured. Like, no, there's no way you're just being given 1,000 to then be like, oh, put it in Bitcoin. Oh, you made 4? Great, keep going. Get your friends to do it. There's somebody else in our friends group. I will name them off air that also started doing that messaged me today, right before the show, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Text it to me right now.
I will send that to you. Anyway, the guys, Mike and Anthony, do have some shit to get off their chest, so welcome to 226.
I will let you start, and then I will dive deep into my conspiratorial stuff.
So, hi everyone, this is Anthony Denny.
Hi, Anthony.
Your reverse ASMR guy.
It's a good one.
I work for an insurance company.
We've already said who insurance company we work for. It's out.
And, I'm sure it's all over the news.
It is.
And everything. And Mike no longer works for this insurance company.
I still have 1 day left.
1 day left.
So he said that it was very foreboding. There was mass layoffs announced today. I already put in my 2 weeks. I did not get laid off.
No, Mike
kind of wished I had, but we'll talk about that.
Farmers Insurance laid off 11% of their workforce.
11%. Let's put a pin in that.
Let's put a pin in that. Yeah, please do.
Which it was about 2,400 people. 300 people in my department were personally fired. 3 people on my team were fired. 3 people on my team.
My saying about this for you, Anthony, is you skated the edge of the razor, and everyone around you was chopped.
I don't know how I did.
You somehow managed to not.
He didn't constantly post on the workplace post that was against going.
Oh, but wasn't it?
But again, that's a pin in it.
Yeah, let's put a pin in that.
It was a really stressful. What happened was, so Farmers has this thing called Workplace, which is just Facebook. It's Facebook.
It is Facebook.
It's Facebook, but it's work Facebook.
It's powered by Meta.
Yeah.
So.
And so there was like an update from the CEO, Raul. And comments were disabled.
People lost their shit.
And then he announced it, and he's like, "Oh yes, I can do this because I'm Mexican.
Yes, you can do this because
after this meeting today, you shall get." He has a fucking thick ass accent, which I was not expecting.
I think it's Colombian. I'm not gonna lie.
You shall after this meeting, you will get an email that will let you know if you have a job or not. I know this feels impersonal, and I'm very saddened by these.
Yeah. Okay, so remember the last time he announced we came on here bitching about return to office. Now, if you will all humor me for about 10 minutes.
Oh, by the way, I got to keep my job. I got that email.
Yeah, Anthony I kept my job, but it doesn't matter because I already quit, and then I had a meeting with my supervisor, which I will talk about in a second.
What a fucking waste. Anyway.
So, wrapped up a announced return to office in, September and now October, and there was a mass exodus from the company.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Everybody was up in arms.
Right. So we lost, we lose? Like 400 people after the announcement?
4 to 5.
400 to 500 people after return to office was announced. That's already a little bit better, thank you. Was already announced. I know.
He's running fit now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Was already announced. And so maybe just let him down here.
Okay.
This is just...
Or put him outside.
Yeah, or put him outside. If he's gonna be fine, it'll be fine. But if he's gonna be an asshole, he's gonna go outside. And so it was announced that we lost like 500 people, which was about 4 or 5% of our workforce. And so, great, we knew it was gonna happen. Then it got out that. Again, let's take back this 11%, right? 11%? That's a really weird number, isn't it? It's almost like not enough people quit when return to office was announced, and they had to somehow get more people to leave. And the only way you got more people to leave was to fire them or lay them off.
Give them a severance package.
And give them a severance package for a little while.
Which they're getting a severance package, it's, I don't know, should I say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 2 weeks for every year that they work for farmers.
Yep.
So if you work for 30 years, you get
60 weeks.
Yeah, 60 weeks.
So it's a good severance package, but it's still shit.
I mean, unless you only work for farmers for 1 year,
right.
Then you get 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is shit, and it's not a lot of time. So many people lost their job. We know quite a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, Jared? Do you remember Travis, who worked at McDonald's?
Yes.
Fired. He got laid off.
Of course. He was one of the people.
He got laid off.
I can see what's going on.
He got laid off. He got laid off. A bunch of other people, like anyone that I was really worried about losing their job, made it through. Mm-hmm. I want to say that I love Travis. He's a great guy. Travis was very, very vocal on the workplace post about return to office.
He was.
And if you look at some of the people that were let go, they were primarily ones that complained about the return to office. And so I think some of these were like planned and some of them were random.
Like, plans were thrown into the mix as so they could be like, oh yeah, we're firing a bunch of people.
Well, it's not personal.
It's not retaliatory.
Because you totally brought it on yourselves.
Yeah, so it was completely random. Again, 11%, really weird. I had a meeting with my supervisor after everything was said and done, and he's like, so does this really just kind of cement your thoughts about leaving this company? And I was like, Steve, I told you when we had our one-on-one, and this man, he's the greatest supervisor I've ever had.
That's what you were saying before.
I would take a bullet for this man, and I don't say that about many people. He is very stoic, and I learned so much from him. His boss that he was worked with for 10 years was one of the ones that was let go. So how our structure is, right? We lost one adjuster, which is fucking wild that we lost an adjuster, considering we have a new hire class of 10 coming up. We lost 2 supervisors, which no one saw coming. We lost a manager who is my boss's boss. And then we lost another higher up, 2 levels higher up. No one knew this shit was coming and everyone fucked off. This man was so pissed off at farmers. I've never seen this man just so beat red in the fucking face, like ready to fight. It was fucking amazing. I was like, I straight up told you like 3 weeks ago when we had this one-on-one when I told you I was quitting, like, I don't trust this company for fucking shit and I never will again. He's like...
Yeah, it's like our director so there's me, there's my supervisor, and then there's the director who's like probably 3 underneath the CEO. He got canned.
Which is wild. Because he moved from fucking Pocatello. That's 2. Pocatello from...
I don't know. I don't think you guys said this at this point, but this announcement was not like a... It was at the end of the day, you've lost your job.
Yes, yeah, it was a layoff. There is no, like, you don't get a week. You get at the end of the day, you lose access to everything except the severance website.
No, not even. They said after you get your email, you will stop losing.
Yeah, you start losing access to things.
I know this because John Robbins, the guy I always complain about, and I never wanted him fired. I feel really bad for saying it now.
He's worked with the company long enough. He's retired.
He worked for since '99. His last message in the group chat was, "My Adobe's not working for some reason."
Oh, fuck me running!
Oh my god!
It was
so he had the Elon Musk experience of like, guys, are you having issues with work? Like, I can't get into anything.
Yeah, because we were all. This was during that 40 minutes where we were all waiting in anticipation if we got to keep our jobs or not.
It was so stressful. It was so stressful.
And then I got my email, and then he said, "My Adobe's not working for some reason." No. And I was the first one on my team to get an email. I know this because I was messaging Alex and Tatiana and Angela.
They came out real slow.
Yeah, I was really fast. I was probably one of the first people who got it, and it was just like, John, oh no, what do I do? I can't say anything.
This is you just watched in real time like a horror movie. Your friend get fucking murdered by Michael Myers.
I did. It was so bad.
You're like locked up in the house, pounding on the window in the attic, going,
"He's gonna get you!"
Turn around.
Meanwhile, the person stopped.
The best part is like the managers. Okay, so the people that were fired from my department, they all have shit like assigned to them that need to be worked, right? So like the claim representative got let go had about 30 claims that now have to be divided up amongst the team.
Yep.
Except for Mike.
Yep. The 2 supervisors had shit assigned to them that they were watching. The manager had higher up shit assigned to them, and the guy above them had even more higher up shit assigned to them. And no one has any fucking idea how this work is going to get reassigned.
Man, they should have hired me.
They should have fucking done a bunch of shit.
I should reach out to her and be like, "Hey, need me yet?"
But the
I heard you lost some people.
It's
By the way, your internet's down.
Oh,
cool. It's been down probably for a while.
I think we don't.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We're laying off a bunch of people,
What?
but no, you still don't get a raise. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, we know you've taken on extra responsibility, and we thank you for that. Because we're not profitable.
The best part was afterwards we had a meeting with Rod Johnson.
Oh, you guys had a meeting with Rod?
Yeah, that's his real name.
Yes, it is.
He's the
head of policy service operations.
So he's like second under the CEO or something.
He is, as so it goes the CEO, someone else, Rod. There's two people before him in the CEO.
And he was like, "Hey guys, I understand that it was very hard for this announcement and you lost a lot of people, but hey, we still have customers to serve today, so you could."
Hey guys, if you could
guess what didn't get done?
Anything at all.
Anything.
No, nothing is getting done for the rest of the week. I guarantee you, people are going to be frazzled all week about this.
Because there's a bunch of shit that was started that isn't going to be completed from people that just got laid off.
You guys, you just watched your coworkers get lined up against the wall and shot.
Oh, absolutely. It was a mass execution.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, randomly.
As far as we know.
Randomly.
Because
it was random. See, I wasn't marking them for any reason. It was random.
It was...
I have my suspicions, but I honestly, I think, like you said, there were some targeted people, but I think it was just mostly random. Like, I'm going to say 70% of that people were random.
Yeah, anyone that I was really worried about made it through, which was a giant relief for me. When I got your Snapchat, I was like, oh, fuck, thank God.
Yeah, dude, I was on the verge of tears.
I can't fucking handle that stress today.
I was this close to applying to the jail.
Yeah. Still might want to, bud.
I had
the
application for Hastings Mutual open.
Still might want to. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's not going to get any better.
It sounded like you're probably going to want the option.
It's not like you, Anthony, you have a house and a wife and a kid and a car. You're not like me. I'm a bum who lives with my mom. I don't have a whole lot to worry about. But you, like...
Yeah, no, there are people, there are good people...
Scumbags.
Who lost their jobs today. Great people that have a wife, that have kids, that have a house, that have all this thing, and they don't get to have a job tomorrow. And that's the thing that I think sucks the most, is it was just hand-waved so quickly by the CEO.
Oh, so quickly. We're not profitable. We keep losing money. We're getting rid of 11% of our workforce.
How are they not profitable?
We have too many people, but we're also hiring more.
So getting rid of your workforce is just going to
make everyone stress out and have more people quit, which is the overall goal.
Mm-hmm. See, but I agree with Mike on that.
They cut 11 to cut 15 to make it even 20, right? Because there's less people, more work, more people stress out, burn out. You can also hire new people in for a lot less,
which is what they're doing right now. So
yes.
Oh, like a mass purge to get rid of all the old people who've been with companies.
Yes, it's corporate America.
Who are making a lot more money.
It's corporate America.
So now's my time to get in.
Yes. We are not profitable because we insure Texas, Florida, and California.
Not Florida anymore, though.
Still technically do until next renewals, and there's still a lot of fucking hurricanes that happen this year before those non-renewals happen.
It's fair.
Wildfires, floods, hurricanes.
So what I'm hearing right now is farmers doesn't want to take care of people who need to be taken care of in these areas.
Insurance companies.
No, insurance companies.
All of insurance.
All insurance.
Yes. So
because they don't want to take care, that's their whole job.
No,
if that company, why does that company exist if they don't want to?
We do want to insure people. We want to make money off of them, and I don't know if you know how much it costs to replace a trailer every year because of a hurricane. If they're paying us $500 in premium a year, which is what most policies cost, these are very cheap, and you have a $200,000 or a $20,000 trailer, and it gets destroyed year after year after year. If it happens even twice in a row, we are now out, $39,500?
Yeah.
So, we do want to help people. Being in claims, I love paying people out money because it's not my money to spend. It's my insurance. It's the insurance money to spend. I love helping people. But at the same time, it's not, you can't. You still have, it's like a bank, right? Banks are there to make money. We are there to make money. We have a fiduciary responsibility. That's the only reason we're still there.
I see also another good allegory is airplanes. They sell every seat and then some. So if everyone shows up to fly, they don't have enough seats.
Yep.
So that's what's happening. It's money. They'll help you up to a certain point.
And it's not.
Stop paying your CEO so much.
That's what it comes down. And the issue is as well, especially when it comes to claims, like that's like.
Yeah, but then they have to vote on that, and they're not going to lower this pay because they could be CEO next.
Right. The issue with farmers as well, and it's all insurance companies, is you have what we call the exchange and what we have the policy side, right? Mm-hmm. And so the exchange is like claims. The claims is where you make money, and where new policies are written, and where money is made and money is lost. You have what Anthony works, which is the policy services side, which is just straight loss all the time because they're just paying workers to process. And the ratio at which new business is being written is so slow right now because, one, we insure a lot already, and so new homes weren't being built for the past couple years. And two, it is so fucking expensive to insure a new house. How much is this house when you bought it?
$198.
Right? Any more? $350 for this house. Right? So the cost of insurance, I don't know what you guys pay. It's double that now. So it's fucking crazy. So there's just no hope for insurance companies right now. And it's not even a market-based thing. It is just so supply and demand, where the demand for insurance is now high, and so price is going to skyrocket. So it's shitty. Fun. It really is. Like I said, I work claims. I love paying people out. I love paying, like, here's $100,000. Go do the fuck you want with it. Go fix something. I don't care. Yeah. Like, I love it. Yeah, you're good.
All right.
So, yeah. Fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm just going to respond to this the way I normally respond to issues
Corporate
about
America.
Corporate America and us not having enough money for things. Tax the billionaires.
Yes.
Tax the ever-loving shit out of them.
And I also want to
There's
point
your
out,
money.
it's
Stop
not
paying CEOs so much. They don't need it.
It's not that we're not profitable. We're not as profitable as they want us to be, right?
That's the issue, isn't it?
Well, we have a surplus. All insurance companies have a surplus, and that's where claims are paid out of, right? And ours is like $4 billion or whatever it was. But that money also isn't just for paying. It's also for like reinvesting in the company, new computers, new laptops, new things like that, new technologies, better buildings, stuff like that. But we lost so much goddamn money these past fucking, like, since the beginning of the year, right? So much money, guys. Just fucking, like, just shoveling money into the fire. That's how much money. And so it freaked everyone out because we lost nearly $1.5 billion from our surplus. From the surplus. That is where money is constantly being funneled in from new premiums. We still lost like $1 billion fucking. And so that's why they got freaked out.
My house, apparently, according to Zillow, it was sold for $199 and is now worth $285.
Yeah, see, $350. So, like, exponential growth for the same shit house. No offense.
So, do you know what I think would help with this situation?
What?
Executions
always help.
In Minecraft.
Tax to billionaires.
Yeah,
tax to billionaires. You wouldn't have to invest in new giant fancy office spaces if you let people work from home.
Right. Cut
down on your costs.
But
it's weird how also most of a good portion of people were outside the 50 miles.
Yeah. Yes, but they still have to reinvest in our technology, right? So every 2 years, you still have to get a new laptop with new technologies, new safety.
That's true.
So, like, I get what you're saying. Yes, and the upkeep on buildings. Yes.
Yeah, the upkeep on an office building is obscene,
right? Unless you own the office building, because then you're just paying taxes on it, and if it's going to sit empty, you might as well bring people back in. So, I
just get rid of the office building.
They would never, because they built it for. They couldn't, especially in the Grand Rapids one, because the print document center is right fucking there, so they couldn't.
They literally tried, because all of California's printing moved to Grand Rapids about 4 years ago.
So, I totally get what you're saying. It just would never happen.
All of farmer insurance printing goes through Grand Rapids.
So, but yeah, that was. It's been fun insurance talk.
Yeah.
I want this country to fall apart.
Oh, so do I. Badly.
Dude, same. I want it to fall apart so Heather won't be like, oh, I need to keep working and we can move to like Scotland or Ireland. Somewhere beautiful that I speak the language. Or go to Greenland.
You think you speak the language. It's
fucking really weird.
What are you talking about? I can't speak the language over there.
No.
That was very racist.
Super racist, actually.
Well, goodbye to all our two Irish listeners.
I would move to Iceland. That's a beautiful place.
Hi.
Internet gonna turn back on here?
Because Iceland's beautiful. You guys should look up the world's hardest karaoke song.
No.
It's an Icelandic.
Yeah, but that's kind of where we stand on our careers right now. Jared,
What?
you said you had some topics for us today.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's some honorable mentions for some people's nostalgia. I know not all of us are the same at this table. We all very, very much each episode demonstrate how different we can be. However, what?
Bob Barker
Died.
was alive.
Was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were part of that Mandela effect.
I thought he died 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought too. It wasn't.
Yeah,
He was just in the
yeah,
hospital.
yeah.
He went to the
Yeah.
hospital. He had a heart attack.
Yeah.
He didn't die. He just went to the hospital.
But
He's dying.
We'll talk about the second person next, but
He's
I just
dead.
want to talk about Bob Barker
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, we can take it.
I like to talk about Bob Barker because
Man's a fucking legend.
I watched a lot of Prices Right growing up with my grandma. My grandma
sorry.
Susan.
I'm very sorry,
sweet,
too.
Sweet,
No.
sweet lady. So did a lot of that. Did a lot of Saturday mornings watching cartoons, watching Prices Right because my grandma
Really
that
rooting
shit.
for you here, Squirrely Dan, but you can climb Mount What's the Point real soon. Get fucked up.
And then him on Happy Gilmore. That was fucking hilarious.
I mean, growing up, that was something that if you had seen him anyway, like if you were like with your grandparents on Price is Right, and then suddenly you see him just having a fucking beatdown with somebody, it was jarring but fucking hilarious.
It was only funny to me because how much I knew him and how sweet of a man he was.
He's in a Futurama episode where he calls him garbage, hot garbage, and I'll never forget that episode.
And of course, we
You're
have to
garbage,
hot
garbage.
All the pets that were spayed and neutered because of him.
I think they're the ones who took revenge from the grave finally.
Gonna pet cemetery this shit. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you're one of those people that actually thought he died like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There's a Mandela effect that people are starting to have. Like, I thought he died forever. No, he's been alive.
I didn't necessarily think he was dead. I just hadn't really seen him a lot, and I
you
knew
know,
he had been in the
was
hospital.
just
So it was
89
one of those, like,
years old
99.
and living his life. I mean, 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like Morgan Freeman. He's always been old my whole life.
I mean, that's
So I don't know how old he actually was. So when he just disappeared, I'm like, oh, he must have died because he was probably fucking 90.
didn't hear about it, but he must have died.
I think the youngest I've ever seen Morgan Freeman was in The Shawshank Redemption.
That is one of his earlier performances.
Yeah.
I think
And he's still 56 in that movie.
not to make light of Bob Barker's passing, but I saw a really funny joke.
What's that?
Bob Barker got close
Yeah,
as
yeah,
close to
close to
100 as he could without going over.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, rest in peace, Bob.
yeah, rest in peace. Also, take it away.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, for, like, childhood nostalgia for me, the voice actress for Harley, who brought Harley to life, Harley to life,
Harley Quinn.
passed away, yes.
It's the original voice actress for the Batman animated series, Harley Quinn, has passed.
Yes.
Same day.
Arlene Sorkin. I always get the first name mixed up, but Arlene Sorkin. No, I saw she passed away, too, and I was like, what? You gotta be fucking kidding me. And then it's like, and at first in my mind, I'm like, oh, she voiced her at some point. And then I'm looking, they're like, oh, no, like, she was her debut. She's voiced her literally fucking everything until recent years when she was like, I'm just going to retire from it. Somebody else can have it. And I'm like, oh, she wasn't technically speaking, not even that old. She was, what, 69?
No idea.
I believe she was 69. So I was like, God damn, she wasn't even that old.
God, that's a woman that's been rode wet and put away hard, so... Like...
Give me the Harley voice.
I get it.
I need it.
I get it. She's a boomer, and so she smoked a lot. But
Arlene
it's fine.
Sorkin.
You are vile.
She had multiple sclerosis.
I know I am.
Try that again.
Sclerosis.
Thank
Yep.
you.
My throat is really tight.
Yeah, I bet you got a peach instead of it. It's fine. Go ahead. I'm not judging you.
She was 67.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
feel a little
Dude,
bit
she was
bad.
married to Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
He's about to die too. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, he was also knocking on
Doc's
the door.
real fucking close, Smarty. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think.
It can be
I
murder
don't think
suicide
those
by
words
fucking.
should-
I can't wait until
I don't
we
think Doc should say
we're-
those words to.
Michael Caine too.
I can't wait till we're done recording and someone posts in the group chat tonight that this motherfucker died.
Oh my god, if we kill.
If we kill Christopher Lloyd, we gotta reconvene tomorrow to give a fucking vigil about it.
I'll be shitting my brains out tomorrow, so I will be
Hair of
down.
maiden, eye of newt.
Great Scott. He kicked the boots.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I have no attachment to
anyway.
Sorkin, so
That's fair.
I didn't. So
mean-
here's the fun fact: I didn't watch the Batman the animated series all that
Oh,
much.
okay. Well,
Great.
I know it's great. I
I
it wasn't.
love their, not the tangent, but their Clayface episode, their Baby Doll episode.
Baby Doll is a good one.
I've seen parts of the Baby Doll episode. Great character. Oh my god, how
Terrifying.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking... that whole, like, 4 shows, Batman animated series, Superman Adventures.
Superman was so dumb. I hated that one.
Oh,
so
dude, but the
much.
Mystic Spit Slicks.
I've just never been a Superman fan, so I'm out on that one.
Same
too.
Dude,
Samesies,
Superman's great.
I've
Everyone should
never
watch My
liked him.
Superman Adventures.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tumblr.
Oh, yeah, all the sexy...
Field day with that show.
Oh, yeah, I already know. I look at these people, I'm
Sexy
like...
oiled up Superman.
Yeah, this... Dude,
That's what we're getting into here.
short-haired, action, Korean Lois Lane. Like...
It's doing it for some people.
Oh, it's doing it for a lot of people.
Okay.
She's a tan tomboy.
Fair.
I mean, yeah, well,
She's got a dyke energy.
It's
Well,
a very
then.
sweet show. Also, is horny for both genders.
Okay.
This is
All the genders.
Anyway,
I was
no,
about to pull
she
out a
just
Magnum and shoot you.
no. That one really did strike me because that was because I mean I played all the Arkham games. I watched the animated series growing up, so like I knew
Arkham
a lot
was
of the
gonna be
shit she
next.
had done, and I was like, man, like fuck, she was a part of a lot of the things I had to do in childhood there. Yeah, just seeing she wasn't that old, I was like, fuck. Compared to like Bob Barker and shit, everybody making it in their 90s, and she's over here kicking it then. It's like, fuck.
Bob Barker
Anyway.
kissed too many people.
That's why he lives so
That's
long.
why he lived so long. He
He's
had
like
mono
fucking
multiple times.
Keith David.
Yes. It was one of those things where I saw, as a millennial,
Bob Barker was.
I don't know,
fucking incubus.
as a millennial, as a true millennial, I don't know what you guys call yourselves, but like,
A millennial.
do you feel like you haven't aged as well as your parents? And by that I mean, do you think that you have aged less than your parents?
I have aged way less than my
I've
parents.
way-
I think it's the
way
fact that we have
less.
unleaded gasoline.
So I was so much
I
fun
mean,
because I
I
saw
love
this
guns,
comparison.
so
Like,
I
But
mean-
microplastics.
yeah, boomers and people before that just smoked so much, and Gen X like vapes and shit, and so like they're starting to age. Millennials just have depression, and so we don't go outside, and so the sun is not baking our skin, causing it. So we are going to stay young forever. And all I can think of is the Chowder
Jerry.
episode
Yeah,
where
except
he
for me
covers
in the mix.
himself in butter and goes, "I'll stay young forever."
So,
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Is we don't have as many bad habits as our parents. I have a baby face. That's maybe because I can't really grow facial hair.
Yeah.
But my mother had 6 children before me.
Uh-huh.
Really scraping the bottom of the genetic barrel, which is why I'm all pear-shaped and frumpy.
And he just strolled on out of there.
Fucking opened up, just whoosh.
I'll be honest. Looking at all of my
a
other
vending
siblings,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all the good looks were spent on you people. Because my siblings all look better than me.
See, I'm the opposite.
Well, you see, that's your body dysmorphia.
It is law, immutable and inevitable.
Yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I got all the bad factors, and my siblings are the ones who took all the good.
So you're both Danny DeVito.
You're like a
You're
baby that absorbed radiation.
from the mom's puss. You're the reason why he doesn't kill anyone anymore.
You took that puss kill.
You took that.
No, I feel.
puss
I mean,
kill.
as a
Make an album.
minority,
Put that as the title. Puss
I
kill.
I would like to say like, oh, minorities age less, but let me tell you, Mexicans not so much.
Yeah, red.
I mean, the thing is like, yeah, Mexicans don't age so well, but then they look the same age forever. I mean, look at Danny Trejo. That man has looked exactly
That's
the
fair.
same.
Machete has been machete since machete.
Yeah, and like
think that's
he's looked that age. He's looked like he's been 70 since he was 20.
Just like,
He's
well,
been old, wrinkly.
gender swap it, but
Salma Hayek.
no. Well, I was gonna say Michelle Rodriguez. She's almost the same way. Where like she had a certain point where like she just
Yeah,
looks the
Resident Evil
same. Yeah, pretty much. Like she just like you can tell she's gotten older, but like she doesn't have any visible anything to say she has aged since like 2004.
And then you look at Val Kilmer.
What do you mean?
I mean, there is a reason why they say black don't crack.
Are you saying I changed at all?
This is true.
Also, I watched The Flash because Mike brought
Yeah,
it
I
up,
watched The
and-
Flash too.
You guys are fools.
No, have you watched
It
it
actually
yet?
has a lot of
Oh
good
my god!
things that
So it is
came
like
from it.
it is.
I'll be honest, it was
I'm
fun.
so upset. Okay, so one, they didn't do Flashpoint. It's not Flashpoint.
They
It's
did.
not- it's not Flashpoint. Don't think it's Flashpoint. If you think it's going to be Flashpoint, it doesn't. So I'm glad it's not
Did he go back in
Flashpoint.
time to stop his mom from dying?
Kinda.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
That was kind of Flashpoint.
Yeah, wait.
I know that was a question for the audience.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, but I know the entire plot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, no.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soup. Like I can tell you.
Spoilers, because we
I
already
don't
did-
care.
Yeah.
This is how like Mike does stuff.
Yeah,
This is
I
how
don't
I feel
care.
about
This
Flash.
movie's not worth sitting through the almost 3
It isn't.
hours.
It isn't. What I want is much like Game of Thrones. Like I want a hypercut of everything with Tyrion Lannister because I could just watch that
I think I know where you're
forever.
going with this.
Everything with Michael Keaton.
Yes.
He is
Yes.
fucking God. Oh my God.
guys
He is
not
so
remember
fucking
what
good.
I
He
said-
comes
Come on.
in at the halfway point, and from the minute you meet him to the end of the movie with him in it, I fucking loved it. His character was
Let me tell
beautiful
you,
addition.
you guys might not remember this.
Yeah.
You should, because you laughed really hard at when I said this.
probably
But I said I
might
can't
kill
wait
my
to
brain
watch the
cells.
Batman parts on YouTube when the Flash comes.
Yes, it is so good.
That's all
It's
I
so
want
good.
to watch.
It is- oh my
I
God.
should have done that, honest.
So spoilers.
That's all I
Let's
really,
because
really
like
enjoyed.
This is the Morbius of DC. Who cares?
Spoilers, right?
Spoilers
The
is
first
not
time you
worth
meet
it.
Batman, it is Barry and Barry going to Wayne Manor, and like they fucking wreck Michael Keaton. Just beat the shit out of this bearded old man because he's not Batman yet.
Well-
he holds his own for a while.
Well, now hold on.
Yeah.
Because plot happens.
No,
and
there's no plot in this movie.
Barry that we know loses powers to give powers to younger Barry. So then when they go to Bruce, it's like one has powers, the other doesn't. So it becomes a fun fight of like you see Bruce beating the shit out of normal Barry, and then it's just Flash Barry like,
Uh-huh.
like moving his head to the left, and you see other Barry just get fucking wrecked.
Can we
And,
just get, like,
Bruce
a
is
2-hour cut of
confused as
Ezra
shit
Miller
the
getting
whole
his shit
time.
kicked
Like,
out of him?
why haven't I
Fucking-
hit him yet?
Fucking heart-wrenching scene that brings Michael Keaton's Batman onto their side that he's going to hell.
Martha!
No!
No.
Fucking Barry's like, listen, it sucks. Where I came from, there was an Alfred too, and my Alfred was really cool and super helpful to me. It's clear that your Alfred is no longer around, and I am so sorry that you lost that in your life. Fucking gut-wrenching, man.
What the Martha scene should have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly.
And then, like,
Would have been better.
the best part is like, it's Barry who lost his powers to New Barry is trying to like recreate the thing that did.
Call him Cream, so there's berries and cream.
Because Cream would be the young Barry. I don't like that at all.
I don't know.
No one likes Ezra Miller, so.
But like, it's fine. But like, he's like saying like, because there's a bunch of chemicals in a lightning strike, and he's like, I'm just trying to make. And Michael Keaton go like, do you want some help? That's so fuck. Everything Michael Keaton does is just so fucking good. The man is like the fucking senior most in that movie. He is the elder statesman. He deserves the absolute fucking world. Fucking give this man a fucking Emmy.
Him explaining
Or Oscar, sorry.
him explaining
Both.
the multiverse that they
is loose spaghetti.
yeah,
So
because
good!
every movie that has done this has tried to explain it. So his thing is like he's making fucking spaghetti. So he's like, yeah, you're on a noodle, and then like, yeah, that's your noodle. But like, you went back in time, so like everyone thinks you get a branch. Like,
not.
oh, this is yours. But they go,
Exactly.
no, you're on the same noodle. It's just your noodle is now part of this noodle, and then that's
Fucking-
part of this noodle, and then he like puts them all, and then dumps it, and then he
Spaghetti.
puts a sauce, and he's like, and that's what you did.
Yeah. He's just making fucking spaghetti. It's
You
so
took
fucking
your
good.
single strand, put it into everything, and
so
that's
he's
what you did.
crazy.
No, he's so
No,
sane and
he's
it's so
fucking
beautiful. Oh my
How
god.
was Michael Shannon?
Who's Michael Shannon?
Zod.
Really good.
Yeah, he was actually
surprisingly
really
good.
good to have him come back as
And like super compelling. Like
Yeah, they
because
didn't just
halfway
whip
through
out
you
on
have what's the chick's name? Not Supergirl. Her name.
Zor-El.
Can I just say, this movie, hands down, 100%, is what the Flash movie should have been.
It is what the
because
Flash movie is.
Well,
this is better than anything they did before this, trying to make characters.
I would say Aquaman is the only exception to that because I,
I
really
guess
like
so.
Aquaman. I really like that movie.
Did
but
you see the
yes.
end credit?
Fucking Clooney?
Sasha Calle.
There is a clue. Did you see the Aquaman and the
Yes.
Clooney?
Yes,
Okay,
I did.
okay. The Clooney one I love.
The best
That
fucking
one was a
Clooney
good
one
one.
is
Best
so fucking
punishment
good.
for Ezra Miller. Live in the Clooney Batman verse.
So yeah.
That is the most beautiful. So
That's where he gets.
I gotta get it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
You get all the way to the end, and he gets back to his timeline, whatever. He thinks it's fixed.
Yeah.
And then
Bruce is calling him.
Bruce calls him, and fucking George Clooney walks up, and he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "You're not Bruce. Like, you're not Batman." And he's like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" It's fucking beautiful that like he fixed it, but like, he's fucking Clooney.
Fucking, he got bat nipples in this one with fucking Chris O'Donnell. It is fine. I love it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I kind of like that suit.
Like,
it
is Supergirl talking to General Zod, and General Zod's like, "Oh, this is just, it is so good." Like, because Supergirl was sent to protect Kal-El, right, from whatever. Yeah. Kal-El never made it to Earth. Zod found Kal-El, fucking murdered the child.
Yeah.
And that sends Supergirl over the edge, and it is just so fucking good!
Oh, shit. I apologize. I went to go readjust my foot.
Anthony's breaking shit.
And I kicked the whole microphone.
The Zod shit in this was great.
So good.
Your uncle
so much better than in
your uncle put the key to rebuilding Krypton in the DNA of a child that was sent.
Yeah,
we thought it was. We didn't know which of you it was. We thought it was.
Kal-El.
We thought it was him. We take him. We took his blood. She's like, "Where is he?" Then like, the infant did not make it.
The infant.
As Michael Shannon Zod would do. He would fucking murder.
Fucking straight up murder.
He would like, "Is it you?"
So fucking good. And you see the fucking Batmobile and the fucking Batplane. It's just,
they did
so good.
As much as this movie was way too long.
Way too fucking. The first half didn't need any of it.
I could have done without. I could have done
everything from Barry starting to order a peanut butter and banana sandwich to Barry getting a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
You can cut out the whole
20
hospital.
minutes of the Flash running. Ben Affleck's Batman basically. Shit happens and a hospital's getting blown up.
Yeah, the babies.
Yes. Okay. So I don't need any of that. It's 20 fucking minutes, and then he comes back. He gets his fucking sandwich.
Yeah,
that's where I needed it to be. I needed him to pick up his sandwich
and
then be fucking pissed off that his dad's going to jail.
All the effort of this movie was very much put into once he's in the Keatonverse, because once you get there and he interacts with
fucking pops off
every character that's introduced and everything that happens after that. Beautiful.
How'd you guys feel about?
You could do without the first half of this movie. Just put him in the fucking universe, and it was better movie.
So much.
How'd you guys feel about all the dead people cameos?
I fucking didn't care.
And Nicolas Cage.
When he's going through the multiverse and like everything is collapsing and it's on itself, I hated it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't need any of it. And I thought it was going to be like this super nostalgic trip.
Yeah, like I thought they would do something. No,
it is
awful.
Worst CGI ever. It is so stupid how they incorporate like the multiverse happening in like concentric rings that are wrapped around each other, and then it's dumb, and I fucking hate it. Again, I just want a supercut of everything Michael Keaton does.
I have to nitpick. I have to be that fucking nerd.
Nicolas Cage.
No.
The Nicolas Cage Superman should have been in that movie. Technically speaking, because it was the Keaton-verse, it would have been Nicolas Cage. But they still copped out and did that stupid... couldn't even afford to get the man to do a suit for any moment of this. You used the worst fucking CGI.
Did his hairy chest bother you? Did his hairy chest bother you? Because he had a hairy chest and it really just bothered me. It's got like
that's
hair
how his was going to be.
I realized that's how it would have been. And like I would have accepted it if it was like... this is the Burton-verse, and that's fine. But like, just put him in a fucking Cavill suit and be done with it.
Do something with it, because what they decided to do didn't work.
Bad idea. It was a bad idea.
That's what it looks like. The Nicolas
Cage. His fucking hair coming out. Good. The CGI. And their defense of it is like...
Also, I hate the long hair.
What's with the long hair?
I didn't need long hair.
He had long hair.
It doesn't matter what he had. Superman has never had long hair.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I don't know what... That's whatever the fuck Burton was doing with that.
Other than that, it was a great movie. Except for everything wrong with it, fantastic.
Literally, you could cut out a big section of that movie and be fine on
I also
its
didn't
own.
need the romance. I didn't need anything issues with the lab or him being part of the law firm. The ending where he saves his father from going to prison because of the camera shit was kind of cool, but I didn't fucking need any of it.
And I'll be the guy for spoiler for the villain if I may, because I fucking...
You mean the Flash?
Yeah. This is where it's like you use Flashpoint for a base, but then like you did something strange,
you did the speedster,
and then you tried to pull it back, but it doesn't work. The whole bit of that was kind of dumb.
Speed Force Flash.
Yeah,
with
like,
the fucking Krill armor, basically, and it's just not.
I can save our mom. I can save our mom.
Was that
Like,
Ezra Miller as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it didn't fucking look like it was throwing me the fuck off, and I
Because
kept getting more pissed off.
that's supposed to be young.
Old?
It's supposed to be the young one grown up.
Fuck, that's stupid.
I gotta find
Very
something.
stupid.
But yeah,
But
everything Michael Keaton, I want more of it.
The
He would-
Justice League style battle and everything with Keaton before I could
Also-
take. I would take all of that.
This is really like the first time you really get to see like Batman doing shit.
That's true.
And God, I wanted a Ben Affleck movie so bad because he would have been great.
Can he
fucking
turn his
Batman.
head? He doesn't have to do the shoulder thing?
No, it's his whole head.
Okay.
He's got he's on a bike.
It's,
too, so he's
there
doing like
is
this.
one
It's
funny
fantastic.
joke when it comes to his interaction with Flash. When they go up to where Kara's being held, they're in like a security thing.
Yeah.
And he like pulls out a bat tool and starts
Oh,
going,
my
and it's like a
God.
flip phone, and they both look and they're like, "Is he thinking he's gonna save the world with a flip phone? Like, is that really where we're at right now?"
Yeah, Michael Keaton has a bat utility belt, and it's so fucking good.
That's
He
the
hasn't
Dark
updated
Flash.
anything. Like, they make it very clear that this Batman, he stopped somewhere around the time of the two Burton movies.
Yeah.
Alfred died, and he just stopped being Batman.
Which
So
I think
everything he
would've
has is
happened in
90s.
I think the third Batman movie was going to be, was it
Triumvirate?
Bane and
It was Scarecrow and Harley Quinn.
yes, and it was gonna kill off Alfred. So that it all makes
So
sense.
all that happened.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
Where's my Jeff Goldblum Scarecrow cameo?
God, that'd be so fucking cool. Just let Tim Burton make Batman movies again with Michael Keaton. I want.
Yeah, no,
fun.
I would
The
take
issue is, it's
whatever
also like we're never
oddball
gonna get
idea.
the Batman Beyond series
We
now.
should.
No, we won't.
Michael
We
Keaton.
really fucking should.
Oh god, because he would make a great old Bruce.
Seeing
So
it in
fucking
action,
good.
that would be
Oh my
fucking
And
God.
Timothy
fantastic.
Chalamet
I
as
don't want-
Terry.
Watch Timothy
The issue is, as
Harry
I see that as yes.
I'm so tired of that thin, waifish boy.
How dare you make fun of my Wonka?
He's
That's
a
my
national
Wonka.
treasure.
I don't know anything about
him.
Timothy Chalamet. I don't know who were the new young hot actors.
I don't need a
Except
hot actor.
for-
I need.
Anthony, the reason you don't care is because we're older now and we're not the same age and it looks creepy.
We'll
if
just
you
gender
care.
bend it and give it to Haley Steinfeld. She's already fuck it. She's Batman Beyond. No one's gonna complain about her in a tight bat suit. Exactly. I'm trying to think. There's no good. I don't know. Give it-
Anyway, no,
I mean,
so
I can
that's-
see Ryan Gosling do it because like he's a pretty boy and Terry's a pretty boy. You gotta get a pretty boy, like a real pretty boy, to do it. That's the issue.
Ryan Gosling?
You gotta need a
He's
real.
Ken forever now.
Yes, you need. Well, that's why I say he can be a real pretty boy.
How about Freddie Highmore?
Higginmore.
Highmore.
Who?
He's
The
the
fucking kid from the Spiderwick Chronicles and
Yeah,
the good doctor.
the autistic doctor.
Oh,
No.
I am a surgeon.
Look at me, mother.
No.
He's also Norman Bates.
No. No.
I just looked up young actors.
I always direct my mom.
Oh, there's the one
mother.
dude from the
So
Scorch
she's
or from the
adorable.
Maze Runner series who's a
Mother.
tall, thin dude.
Oh, are you talking about? You're not by chance talking about Thomas Brody Sanders?
I am talking about
Who?
Thomas Brody. That's exactly who I was.
Dude, that guy looks like a fucking 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's why he'd be like a pretty boy.
Oh, I gotta pull him up because
I'm about to say, I can't
He's
think
got
of it.
boyish charm.
Yes, that's what Terry has. Is boyish charm.
no, dude. Terry's the guy who'll bring you home and fuck you.
in front of your parents. He's a cool guy. Step out of the way, Mom. You might get thrown in with
What the fuck
Terry.
are we talking about?
A Batman Beyond series.
Batman,
Yeah.
Batman Beyond
Way to come
fucking
in
you and
halfway
your
through our
parents.
conversation,
Who's Terry
Sven.
McGinnis gonna
Ezra
be?
Miller is a bad person,
Yes.
and I will not talk about this movie.
We've been avoiding Ezra Miller talk actually.
We've been talking about Batman.
We've been really talking about Batman, and we've actually started talking about Ben Affleck too.
For like the past
This guy.
couple minutes, we've been on Batman.
Yeah,
Beyond.
exactly.
Nanny McPhee.
You really couldn't have picked an older fucking photo. You chose the Nanny
Why did
McPhee
that
photo.
look photoshopped?
You've never seen Nanny
Christ.
McPhee.
What's the one dude from Ender's Game who's actually like his Ender in Ender's Game?
Oh, Harrison Ford.
No. You're thinking of Ben Kingsley.
No, I'm not. I don't. Think
I know
I
you're
am.
talking about.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, because he's got black
Could you
hair and he's
imagine?
really got that boyish charm too. I think he'd probably
Look,
make
can I-
a
can I-
He's
vegan.
not Cody Smith McPhee. That's the guy.
Cody
from-
Smith McPhee.
That's not a real name.
No, that is a real
Those are
name.
3 words that you just pull out of his ass.
It's
Like Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, I don't have
He's
internet,
let
so I
me
can't
in.
look up.
You say Harrison Ford, now I can't stop picturing it's just.
It's Harrison Ford and the
Old
one weird
George
alien
Clooney.
dude with the...
Yeah, Ben Kingsley. The
That,
Mandarin.
is it really?
Yeah.
That's him, yeah.
Oh my god, it fucking is!
Kaiser Soze.
Holy shit!
Oh,
And
God.
Haley Steinfeld.
She's in that movie too, isn't
Yeah.
she?
His name is Asa Butterfield.
That's not a real
That's
name.
a real name.
That's
I've
his
heard
name.
that
That
name.
is his name. Now that he says
What's he
it.
look like now?
I don't know.
God damn it, Anthony.
I'm working on it. It's
I know, 'cause we don't have internet.
Asa Butterfield.
Your internet.
Absolutely, that's
Terry.
fucking Terry. Well, you've
All right,
already got
yeah,
the
no,
fucking
that's-
hair, dude.
that's actually Terry.
good.
All right, we got our
Boom,
cast.
we got the cast.
cast.
Any of the fucking kids from Stranger Things.
Warner
No, Bobby
Brothers. Warner Brothers.
She's gonna be the next Harley Quinn in our
Contact us.
series, apparently.
Contact us,
What is-
Warner
what
Brothers.
is
We
the-
have Batman Beyond. We
Okay, so
fucking have.
is Batman Beyond the one with Joker's got like the dreadlocks, or is
No,
that
that's
No,
the
that's,
Batman.
that's the
yeah.
Batman? I just need to. We need to cast for the Batman because that has the weirdest fucking
No,
Joker.
Batman Beyond is the Joker from the animated, and it has the whole movie where he has the fucked up. Puts the chip on. Spoiler. Puts the chip on Robin, so he becomes Joker in the future, so that Joker never
How about
actually
we give
dies.
every job to Ansel Elgort?
No, he's
No,
a
I
man.
don't like that
You
man.
don't want to look at Ansel Elgort?
He's a very problematic person. That's why
Yeah, he's also like,
he's a sex pest.
He looks like it.
his name is Ansel.
Can I see his picture one more time? I
Of
gotta.
course. I'll show you Ansel Elgort.
Oh, is he the different Baby Driver?
Yeah,
Oh, wow, that's unfortunate.
he looks like my cousin Sierra. All I see every time I look at him is my cousin.
You know, I'm not gonna not ever fucking see that now.
You're welcome.
You piece of shit. Starfield comes out soon.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't care. I'm not to be like, I don't
That
care.
game does not come out soon.
Yes.
That game is going to be unplayable.
Yes.
We'll find out.
Well, you
Comes
know,
it comes
The
early access
source
in like the
code
next
has already
couple
been leaked
days.
for that game.
I mean, the battle station with the dragon animation will become the new sensation on the internet.
Those are just words. You didn't actually say that.
I haven't looked at anything about it. I've stayed at the Bethesda that I like, and I've heard everybody be like, I'm excited for it. It's like they
I
burned
just
me out
heard
with
something
76.
about Starfield today, and it's like it'll take you 130 hours to even start the game.
To really get into like the plot of the game, no
I'll
thanks.
kill myself.
Like, here's the thing:
I didn't play Oblivion because I got bored.
I now have
Can Subway Surfer be on the
300
side
hours.
of the
I know, yeah, 300 hours
Can I
into
be a
Tears of the
Silver
Kingdom,
Surfer?
and like I've finally done everything.
The difference is that game is good.
Yes,
That was made with love and care.
Here's the thing. Like, I only put that much
you know
because there's
what?
like
It's gonna be on
spots in the
Game
map
Pass.
that I haven't.
I'll
like,
end up trying it.
explored,
It's
and
on
so I'm
fucking
like
Game Pass.
trying to just.
It's gonna
fill-
be fucking
I'm
free
basically
to me.
just running back and forth across the map until there's this giant green
Are you
line.
filling out the
Yes,
the hero's quest?
yes, I am. I
Yeah.
beat Ganon and
It's
Ganon
like
and
filling out the
Dragon
fucking
Ganon,
map
so-
in Wind Waker. You just
Yes.
go down one line
Yes,
on the grid.
click
go
over
up,
and down.
Go down
click
one
down.
line.
Yep, 100%. Sorry.
So that's something that's coming out, and then there was also the one that caught my attention was about the Ninja Turtles Last Ronin's getting a video game, which I didn't know was gonna be a thing.
Totally
It's-
radical.
It's gonna be so bad.
How a bummer.
It might be.
Yeah,
The people.
that you gotta fucking trademark that right now, bud.
That's already-
because is
I'm
it?
up
Oh,
in
God
the
damn
air.
it.
I'm up in the air if it's gonna be terrible.
No, it's gonna be terrible.
It might not be.
No,
it might not be.
Hey,
I
Jared,
have faith it
hey,
might
Jared,
not be awful.
Hey, Jared,
Everything everywhere.
it's gonna be terrible.
Terrible
Because what
all
kind
the
of
time.
game is it gonna be?
It's going to be an RPG style.
So it's gonna be Assassin's Creed, but shitty Assassin's Creed.
Oh no, it's Turtles Assassin's Creed.
It's Turtles
I
Assassin's
don't know.
Creed.
I know that the people who wrote the comics are helping them write this story, and it's supposed to be like a continuation from their story,
Like how Scott Cawthon
its
is
own
helping with
thing
Five
that they're
Nights at
writing
Freddy's
for
movie.
them with it. Which, like that part of it, I'm on board. We're like, oh, I get it. Like you had a really
They're gonna
successful
fuck
thing, and
up
they're giving you the
everything.
idea
They're
of
gonna
like,
fuck
oh,
up
write us
everything.
like our own little standalone fucking thing here, and they were like, ah, sure, fuck it. So like I thought that was neat enough. Where like they're at least given
fuck up
creative
everything.
control of those guys of like what should the story be for your actual fucking creative
Fuck up
thing.
everything.
So Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, how is it?
You can go up to level 12.
Are you able to suck on somebody's balls?
How gay are you in that game?
Are you mating with a vampire yet? Everyone's really simping for the vampire.
Have you done the
I
cum
don't like
ritual?
Astarion.
No, okay.
Have I done the what?
the cum ritual. I
No,
heard
I
that's
haven't
it.
done
Are you
the
one of the
cum
people who don't have noses?
I accidentally... No, I'm not a Gith Yankee. I accidentally
Good thing.
flirted with the cleric. Because
Accidentally flirt.
Yeah, how
she
yeah.
asked me, she's like, what if I transformed into an Illithid, a Mind Flayer? Would you just smite me? And I was like, me and my character genuinely like, well, I suppose I could just tie you up until I find a cure. And she's like, try not to think about tying me up too much. And I was like, this is not how I meant this.
Madam,
so
I
you're
am
having the
gay.
opposite problem. I have a quote. I see a lot of people complaining like, my character's gay because they just accidentally flirt with all the men or something like that. You're having the opposite issue where you're accidentally straight.
If I've been flirting with people, just as in real life, if I've flirted with you, it wasn't intentional. But, no, Baldur's Gate 3.
Someone's broke someone's heart.
In response
Yeah, you
to
did.
the overwhelming critical acclaim and love that this game has received from players,
Yeah.
other game companies are throwing a fit because they're like, this should not be the standard expected by gamers for games. And everyone was like, are you off your fucking rocker?
Did you
wanna
say the quiet part out loud?
Yeah, he did the
did
quiet
you-
part out loud. Yeah.
Oh, sorry that, we're
One more
showing
time for the
love
people in the
for
back,
a game
please.
that was made with love and fucking care,
Yeah, like,
and not your shitty half-finished microtransaction-rich bullshit!
That's fair.
Can someone explain to me what a barrelmancer is?
My God.
I tried to read the article and it made no
Mancer
goddamn
means
sense.
wizard person, so barrelmancer must be wizard person of barrels.
Can you explain what a barrelmancer is, Sven?
There are plenty of barrels in the game that are filled with, like, different kinds of, like, oil you can light on fire.
Sure.
Acid. And so...
Light on fire.
You pick these up.
I'll
they
be
weigh a
everything
lot.
you mean
You
you
can't
can
carry them with
Water.
you. You know what you
Believe it
can
or
do?
not. What?
To
can
any
light
item
on
in your
fire.
inventory anytime, you
What?
can send it to your unlimited storage camp chest.
Oh my
So
god.
you know what people do?
Just fucking.
Like, oh, I'm walking through this area. Oh shit, a big old fight. A big old boss fight. Okay, let me reload. Get all my barrels.
Oh no.
Let me sneak around and avoid the fight. Place all the barrels where all the people are going to spawn.
Boom.
And brother, let me tell you, those barrels do a lot. Because I was in a fight.
It's so beautiful, actually.
I was in a fight.
It's way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Got my ass kicked. Reloaded the save. I put a barrel in front of the only door into that chamber.
Yeah.
I forced all those enemies grouped up on that barrel. They were all 75% health
Yeah.
or full health.
Yeah.
Just taking pot shots at them to get
Yeah.
their attention. I lit that barrel up, killed them all instantly. I was like, oh.
It sounds like, alright, adding that to the meta.
I'm gonna take up every fucking barrel I find now.
So yeah, no, I do. I sent
That's
that shit
great.
to the fucking
Oh,
camp
it's
chef.
so fucking good, actually.
What kind of... I haven't
Thank you, because I couldn't figure out what the fuck they were talking about.
Of Baldur's Gate, what kind of game is it? Like, could you equate it to a different gaming experience?
The only game I can equate it to is a different game that the same studio made called Divinity. It's like a top-down, you have like a squad of people, and you kind of walk around in real time until you get into like a combat situation where it goes to turn-based stuff. And, you have spells and magic and...
Like XCOM?
A lot like XCOM, just,
With Dungeons
it's not
and Dragons.
purely mission-based.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. I probably won't enjoy that.
No?
No, I don't like the
I
XCOM
could get into
games.
that.
Do you like
I-
Dungeons and Dragons?
I do like Dungeons and Dragons.
You might like this game.
It's Dungeons & Dragons, the big game.
I like also Aliens, though, and XCOM didn't do it for me.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because that
well,
movie, that
I'm-
game was terrifying.
I'm just waiting until October so I can get the Metal Gear games.
I'm waiting until October so I can get Super Mario RPG, and we're gonna do a Let's Play on this channel of me playing Super Mario RPG.
I'm down.
We should do 2 simultaneous Let's Plays of Heather also playing Super Mario RPG.
Why,
could
why are
beat
you
the
gonna
game
put me through that
faster?
much
Me,
I would say I know it's you.
me.
Well, there was this...
It depends. It depends.
There was this one...
There's glitches that they might fix. If they fix the glitches, I'd be fucked.
there was this one game series that I always thought about way back when we started this. It was called The Silent Master, and it was really a series to annoy people.
Okay.
And what my idea was is I have never played a Dark Souls game. I've never beat a Dark Souls game.
No.
And the point was,
Me neither.
I would play through it, and Sven would be there, and he could not offer any help.
I remember this.
Do you have any idea how
Frustrating. We would give you your own mic so you could talk. Anthony would be wearing headphones. You could talk, but he would not be able to hear you. You're trying to tell him what to do.
I wouldn't get frustrated at you. I would get irritated because my genuine desire to help people.
Yeah, no, that's the point. Like, there's each a game that we're all probably really good at. Like, Super Mario RPG. I've never played that.
Oh god, I couldn't either.
Mike
I
was
know.
watching the whole game.
Here's the thing: you instantly said that, and I totally get where fucking Sven's coming from right now, and I just got so irritated so quickly.
Heather has a Harvest Moon game. This is actually the inspiration for it. There's a Harvest Moon game on the Wii, and she's like, "Oh, you should play it." And I started playing it, and she's like, "You're doing it wrong." What do you mean I'm doing it wrong? You're supposed to break all the rocks and then sell those. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why would I do that?
And
that's exactly what it would be. Like, I would have Jared.
I get more angry as I think about it.
I do terrible.
Exactly. That's the point. It's supposed to...
Me and Heather playing a fighting game, which is button mashing.
It's about right.
Yeah, go through the Mortal Kombat X story.
Backtracking just a bit before we get too far away from it.
I have X and 11.
My favorite moment from Baldur's Gate thus far is you can barter with merchants to like buy and sell goods, and it's like, I would like to buy this enchanted spear off of you. Here are 30 spears that I collected from crates and barrels. Sorry, that's not enough. It's not enough of a monetary value for this exchange. I'm like, but what if I add 3 forks? That'll be fine then.
What if I had 3 forks?
I fucking love that.
What about this ball of yarn?
Say? I've been eating them. The other ones got dissolved. So I put them in a barrel of acid.
I also watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie because they put it on Amazon. So I watched that one too. I think they're starting to notice.
My favorite part about the Dungeons and Dragons movie is you could tell every role that they did. Like the fact that Chris Pine kept failing getting out of his bindings. I could just... I've been in that situation. I heard all those rolls fail.
I don't think it's the most imaginative or inspired thing, but I would still laugh at like a cut of the movie that had like a dice roll overlay.
I would love to see like a roll your own dice where
Jonathan,
where they have like roll the dice. And if it's a good one, a good thing would happen. But if it's a bad one, a bad thing would happen. I would love that interactiveness for a movie like that.
I guess spoiler for something that I did really enjoy, but I really love the fat dragon.
Oh yeah,
that fucking killed me. I was expecting a dragon. I was not expecting just this fucking fat, can't move worth shit.
I'm gonna slide down the slope with my mouth
that's
open.
What killed me.
It's your fault. I love the NPC, the DMPC. He's just gonna walk over that rock. Okay,
yeah, he just walks over the rock. Yep,
this beautifully done.
He's gonna go around it.
Do you know the only thing about that movie I didn't like was
the Khajiits.
The druid character. When they're like, "Oh, I'm a tiefling," I'm like, "The fuck you are? You have white skin. That's not a tiefling."
They also turn into an owlbear, which you can't do as a druid.
You can't do as a druid.
No.
So,
which is unfortunate. But look, I can look past some things. I can't look past others.
There's a house rule. They asked the DM if they could have human skin.
They were bleached.
All right.
You just gotta think. That's how it was. Just a DM. It was the person's like, "Hey, I know they're normally red, but can I just be white? I don't want to sit through that."
Also, can you imagine the amount of makeup that would have taken? And it's just not worth it at that point.
And they were looking like they did a lot of stuff practical. Like,
did you enjoy the Bradley Cooper cameo?
Oh yeah, that was not what I expected.
Everyone wants a woman who can beat them up, including
fucking Heather Neon.
Yeah, apparently young Bradley Cooper.
What the fuck is that?
I'm going to show you each this little video I took on my phone. I'll explain it to the audience as well.
Okay.
It's a pig.
It's a pig. What's the pig doing, guys?
It is smelling a flower.
Shaking its ass.
It's gyrating.
Yeah.
That's from Baldur's Gate 3 in a druid grove. I'm a druid.
Yeah.
I cast Speak with Animals on myself, and I talk to that pig. You know why that pig's doing that?
Why?
Because he needs pussy so goddamn bad. He literally, I walked up to him, he's like, "Oh, I hope the Archdruid gets back soon. He said he was going to bring me a mate."
Oh
That bitch is
my
with the-
That
God.
pig needs. This is what no pussy does to somebody.
Let me tell you. So, do you have an option of not playing a druid?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people who don't know that's a thing. They just see a gyrating pig, like, huh, that's weird.
He's friendly.
Now you know why.
I need the fuck.
After that conversation, went to my actions menu and brought up the wild shape.
No.
You did.
I cannot turn into a pig.
Oh, thank God.
God, I thought we were gonna have Black Mirror episode 1 happening here.
Jesus Christ.
That hog needs to get his jollies something bad.
I love that your immediate reaction is, I wonder if I could turn into a pig.
Can I get
You
fucked?
got help motherfucker out!
Okay, so Sven is the low-key of the group. Sven sees a horny horse and is like, I got this.
I know just what to do.
I will bury your child and we'll have 8 legs.
And we'll give it to, the Allfather.
I will just toss that over here.
Oh, Father, here is my 8-legged horse hybrid baby.
Be proud of me, Father.
What do you mean?
Why do you forsake me and your child?
Dude, I've given birth to a horse and I've popped out a wolf and a snake.
I assumed
me.
it made
Snake
the
bigger
end
than
of
the
days.
world.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Oh, man. Oh, I gotta breathe for a second.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate, great game.
Also, I didn't realize what I'm really stupid sometimes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Correct.
I accidentally
Stop
so I bought the Meg 2.
Why?
Buy the Meg
Why would you
2?
buy the Meg 2?
You know, it was a series of unfortunate events. But anyway, so I have it. It doesn't release digitally apparently till October. But I just have it.
Bought
You
the Meg
Was it
2 and you
Yes.
can't
Full
even
price?
watch it?
Full price?
Guess
No,
what
that's
we're
still
watching in October.
Oh my god, are we doing terrible shark movies for October?
We should
Shoctober?
Look, do you
Save
know
it
what?
next
The
year
Meg is
for
a great
Shark
movie.
Week.
We're doing it.
Save it next week. Next year we'll do it for Shark Week. We'll do our own Shark Week. Piranha 2, Piranha 3D.
Why? Why are we gonna watch? Is it because we mentioned Christopher Lloyd? He's in the first one, the remake.
Millions of years ago. How was there so many in this fucking hidden lake?
I don't actually know what you guys are talking about. 'cause
Oh,
I've
yeah, no,
never
that's
seen
the Piranha. Yeah, the
or
Piranha's-
Piranha 2 or Piranha 3D.
Oh, you've never seen them? Do not
there's
worth
a
it.
scene where man and woman get ready to have coitus, and piranha fish go up woman's hoo-ha, and man stick dong and hoo-ha, and piranha bite it off.
Hang on.
And by the way, it's not Piranha 1, 2, and 3. It's Piranha 3D and then Piranha 3 Double D.
Yeah. I mean, well, they are technically remakes. There is, I believe, there's original.
Yeah,
ones
but that's
that
not the
made
one he's
before.
talking about.
It is. It's not the one he's talking about, but I can see where he's coming from.
Feel it go up for hoo-ha?
Big hoo-ha.
I mean, fair.
Wide hoo-ha. Small.
I mean, it's just they're prehistoric piranha that just
Did
eat their
she
way.
think it was his going up her hoo-ha when it was a fish? Also, did it go up backwards and did it turn around?
Either way, we got
I don't think fish can swim backwards, so
That's my whole point.
turn around in the womb.
I don't... Okay.
So it turned into a kanduru.
Fish swim.
Swim up the urinary tract. Anyway, so
Should drink
yeah,
the cranberry
no, those
juice.
movies are not.
Yes,
they're
fish can
not.
swim backwards.
Can they?
Sharks
Yeah.
can't.
Thank you, Deep Sea World.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
I think that's Deep Sea World and not Deep Sea World.
Important distinction.
Did you know that the man of war is not a jellyfish?
It is not.
Thank you.
No,
Sam.
it's a ship.
Cephalopod?
It's a level of
Go
ship.
fuck
You can
yourself.
take it in Assassin's Creed 4. They're very big and strong. There's 4 of them.
No, but no, it's fun. That was something I learned recently. Is that they're I always I assumed they were a different type of jellyfish, and it's like no, it's actually like a fucking colony of different organisms that work together. I was like, oh, yeah, no, they look like a jellyfish. They sting like a jellyfish. I assumed it was a jellyfish. It
I
is
mean,
not.
that's just what's the word I'm looking for?
Like each part of its
God,
body is
what's
a
the word
different
I'm looking
fucking colony of
Give me a second.
organisms.
Let me look this up.
It was it was a little interesting. I didn't know that about them.
The sea be a bonkers place.
The sea be a place you be afraid of because it seems like most things try to kill you like a jungle.
Convergent evolution. That's the word I want.
Carcinization.
It's two different animals who evolve the same traits.
Yeah. I believe carcinization, which is the tendency to turn to crab,
Crab.
falls under this
Crab
umbrella.
people. Crab people.
List of examples of conversion.
Talk like people.
There's a lot of big words.
Yeah, there are. That's science.
Well, a lot of the pronghorn of North America.
Yup.
It's not an antelope, but evolved. It looks exactly like an antelope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a little
Several mammal groups have independently evolved prickly protrusions of the skin. Echidnas, hedgehogs,
Yeah.
porcupines. One of my favorite, actually, evolution things I found out is, the spitting cobra?
Yes.
You know why they...
swallowing cobra.
You know... That's what you'll get later. Spitting venom isn't a good tactic.
No.
Because it doesn't kill anything, it just stings it. Scientists have realized that they started evolving the spitting thing when humans showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of other
It
animals.
literally evolved to annoy humans. That's why it doesn't fuck with anyone else, because that's why they're so good at spitting venom in your face, because they literally evolved to spit venom in humans' face.
They literally aim for your eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of just weird shit evolutions like that, I assume you've seen the thing about the giraffe that was born without spots?
Yeah.
And that now scientists are like, yeah, I think it's just a captivity thing of like, they have spots for the wild, but they don't need them, and this is the first one born that's just completely brown. No spotting at all.
It's not an albino, and it's not the opposite of albinism, which I think is melanism.
Yeah, no, it's just literally...
It's not cystic either.
The
It's
way
just
they're
brown.
looking at it is an evolutionary response to they keep being bred in captivity and they don't need the spots, so now they're just that's the direction they're going.
See, a lot of evolution comes from mutation, where
Yeah, it's
something
it's
is
one of those
born
things
out of the norm.
Like
and that works very well
Like
for
the
it.
ability
So
to
it
use your
goes on
skin,
to
the ability
breed,
to
and then
teleport, shoot lasers from your eyes.
well, that's like elephants like slowly losing
their
tusks
tusks.
altogether. Rhinos doing the same thing. Their horns
Because those
like,
that don't have the large tusks, they
yeah,
get the breed
because
to
of people
kill.
who just fucking murdered them to death for it.
I
so
really
they
like the
just
fish that
stopped
evolved to have
having
no eyes.
them.
don't need eyes at the bottom of the ocean.
Or
You know what one of my
eggs.
favorite sharks is?
Hammerhead.
A goblin
The
shark.
great hammerhead. Yeah, how's that on the mic?
I don't know. How was it, Mike?
Pretty good. But no, a goblin shark, which is they know almost nothing about. But I've just always like since I was a kid, I like saw the name goblin shark, saw how fucked up it looked. And I'm like, I like this shark.
Is because it looks like you.
Yeah,
I'm a
Actually,
basic
yeah.
bitch. I like the great white the most.
I mean that's fair. Well, I mean like in recent years, I've learned about the salmon shark, which has become one of my more favorite sharks. 'Cause that's fucking
Second favorite
that's an amazing
is
shark.
the
It is.
cookie cutter shark. Big fan of the cookie cutter shark.
I don't
So,
like.
I saw a fucking thing about there were people getting attacked by them in Hawaii, and like they it was it was for Shark Week, but it was fucking cookie cutter. They're like, yeah, they're swimming at night, and like there's typically no problems, but in the past 2 months there have been 3 attacks, and they're all tiny little things. Like it's a fucking cookie. No, and even everyone in the thing's like nobody ever gets fucking attacked by a cookie cutter shark.
Yeah.
That is why it took us so long to figure that nobody in their right mind gets attacked by this fucking thing. It's a nighttime deep sea fish.
So it's a fucking stupid fish. That's why I love it.
Like,
Kind of like the Carnotaurus. Stupid fucking dinosaur design. So I fucking love them.
Thank you for reminding me of something, Anthony.
what did you remind you of?
Mike, what's your favorite
But there's
shark?
a movie called
I don't have a
Carnotaurus?
favorite shark.
What?
I'm not a shark man.
I mean,
I'm
terrified
also
of
like the great white. Purely, well, it is an awesome animal, but also the fact that we can't keep one in captivity,
Yeah.
like just the defiance.
for real.
They just fucking die.
They do.
I'm about to say, yeah, we can't keep them in captivity because we can't. They just
They just don't.
refuse.
yeah,
Yeah,
their
literally.
their expanse, how far they swim
the entire
is so
ocean?
it's the entire ocean. So they literally
I
die
think,
because they don't have enough space to swim.
I think it was the aquarium, and I want to say it was over in Europe. They had one for like
work.
Same.
So I
they had
can
one
show
for
you
like
this.
2 weeks, but then it started getting sick, and they had to release it. And they're like, it's gonna die, like the other one did. But I think the longest they've had one was 2 weeks at most.
Yeah, just fucking can't keep great whites.
Oh,
They disappear for years.
also, there was a thing about the orcas and attacking boats, which I had heard about. I hadn't seen any videos, and then I saw the videos, and it was fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, dude, I would die.
There was one of it was there's just like people like they're not even doing anything that should warrant anything, and there's one that like goes onto their boat and they're like, oh, look at the orca, huh? And it's like waving at them, and then another one comes up underneath that one, and you just see the slamming of the boat, and then it's just the next thing, them pulling water out of it. Like, yeah, no, they ripped our fucking rudder off underneath. Like, the second one hit, ripped it off, and now we're sinking.
See, the thing is, they smart too.
They're really smart.
They know what they're doing. They attack the rudder for a reason. They're like, oh, that thing helps you go. Now. Fuck it.
Oh, does that help you swim in our land? Not anymore, bitch.
I've heard of the jets and the sharks, but this is ridiculous. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da, Tony.
I hate you.
I gestured to Mike as Mike played Tony in West Side Story.
So anyway, we have
yeah, you were turning pink, dude.
Sorry. I
thought you were ignoring me because I was specifically talking to you.
The last thing I remember is Fen saying, I have something to show you, and then...
Oh, God.
I have it pulled up, but the fucking signal down here is so bad.
Okay. Yeah, we are surrounded by concrete.
I was just... I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I mentioned how you were Tony.
Okay.
Well, I guess at that rate, then there's an announcement we have. I'll probably end up clipping this, putting it in the front, just because this is a bigger thing as far as channel wise goes.
Yeah, why don't you fucking start with that?
Yeah.
Because we end up just getting into a thing. And it's like I can't
wait till your funeral, knowing I could have changed.
Go fuck yourself. Oh, that's fair. So, other than that, I think that's it. Next week, as I said, we're taking a week off from the main show, but as I said, go to the fucking Patreon, because we're recording shit, we're putting shit up there, so go fucking check it out.
Yep. Do it!
Sven, I ignored you last week. I feel like if we give you too much power, you would take over the show, and I feel like at times we have to cut you down a little bit, you know?
I don't have the energy to take over the show.
See, we're doing our job. So anyway, is there anything you want the people to know?
I feel obligated to every now and then remind people that I am a homosexual man. I am allowed to say homosexual slurs.
That just happened.
Yeah.
I can say fag and I can say dyke.
I can't say dyke?
Unless you're talking about, like, an issue. I've never mentioned about
Unless you're talking
your
about
armor.
What if I was almost married to a lesbian one time?
What if your sister is lesbian?
I will email home office and
Okay.
I'll get back to
You
you.
rain check with me? Thank you.
But anyway,
Appreciate that.
anybody else have anything?
Happy 30th anniversary, 30th birthday to Power Rangers. It is the 30th anniversary. I didn't mention it because neither did fucking Hasbro or anyone else. So
No, you got a t-shirt.
I got a t-shirt. Yeah, I got a t-shirt that's an NPR. So yeah, that's why I didn't mention it, because no one fucking else did. So,
All right. Yeah, go catch us everything in the description. We'll catch you next week. Or week after. Whatever. You're on Patreon.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Fuck.